my budget friends, how are y'all today? So today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. I was supposed to film this Friday or Saturday. Friday I got busy doing some other stuff, and then Saturday I had to end up going out of town to meet my sister to do her dress alteration. She actually was supposed to be getting married next weekend. Actually, well, this coming Saturday on the 16th. And because of everything going on, they had to postpone. So she had her wedding dress, so she had to go work on getting it altered and stuff, because they haven't got to set another date because we don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's get into my budget. So let's put down some of these handy dandy actually, I don't really have anything. This is on the 8th, but I already had it, so I'm gonna stick that there. I had to order my daughter's Letterman jacket for school. That was $110 just for her script, nothing else. And then I thought I had one more. Oh yeah, there it is. I had to get groceries. I had to run to the store and get a few things on Tuesday, because is what happened on this day. I got up and I was gonna start cleaning. We have TV trays. Just, I don't know, we eat at our kitchen table, but just in case, there's sometimes we'll eat watching TV or something. So we have those, and I was going to put it up and it fell on my foot, and I think I sprained my toe or something. I don't know, but I could barely walk. I had to ice it and elevate it because it was so swollen. Like, it's still a little swollen now, and it's a week later, but it's still bruised, and it still hurts, but I can manage. Like, I can walk a lot better. I was hobbling along this weekend. Well, normally Saturday or Sunday is my grocery shopping day. Well, I did that like first thing in the morning, like 8 o'clock in the morning, and there was no way I could go to the grocery store. So I sent Jesse to the grocery store, gave him a list of what I needed. I was like, this is everything I need. This is where it's at. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, okay, cool. Got you. He comes home, brings my groceries. And I was like, well, where's this? Where's this? He's like, you didn't have it on the list. I'm like, yeah, I did. Where's the list? He's like, I don't know. So granted, he did not get stuff that I needed. Of course. So, and that's the second time. The first time, I texted him just a few things, like it was a week ago, because he had to run to the store after work or something, I don't know. And I was like, hey, while you're there, can you grab me these few things? So I make a little list in text, and he comes home and he's putting it up, and I was like, what'd you get string cheese for? And he's like, that's what you wanted. And I was like, no, I said sliced cheese. He goes, no, read your text. I said, okay. I read my text and show him. I was like, look, sliced cheese. How am I going to eat a sandwich with string cheese? So yeah, it's been entertaining having him go to the store for me. Yeah. So let's see. The other ones I put down the week prior, which was, okay, this was my rent, and this was an income thing, which I don't think I'm going to track it in here, because I actually do. I am using one of in my budget planner, my Erin Condren budget planner. I will say, I don't know going forward if I'm going to do this, because, like, my pages are already, like, and I only have like this one little thing in there, which I need to take out. I've already paid it. I just never took it out. I don't remember. Yeah, like, no, I'm a little bit But I do track my deposits, like my credits in here, and then on the other side I put all my spending. And so, and then I'll transfer it into here. So I'm gonna finish that book, of course. Since this next time I'm not doing the petite planner, I'm doing the duo, I may just keep that like in the back or something. I don't know yet what I want to do. Anywhoozle, let's get on with it. So, oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and go right here. This is just my dashboard that shows where I've paid stuff. So went ahead and paid my Atmos. This is just from Erin Condren, the wet erase marker set. That will be auto drafted. I'm gonna go ahead and mark these because they're auto drafted. Suddenlink is paid. Simply Gildan's auto. My phone bill is paid, and Reliant is paid. So I just have my truck, which actually I've already moved that money into my savings account. Water and Progressive, which is my insurance. Yay! Oh, we're May, June, not June. Okay, so, sorry, my calculator's falling. This just shows my income to expenses, but because I don't put like my child support part on here, and I don't put my truck payment right now on here, so I use these friction erasable pens. So I put it on there to do for me, and then I erase it. So my Reliant was actually $92.92. Water bill, I haven't got that in the mail actually. I won't put that yet. Yeah. That's the only bill I've gotten. So I've paid that, paid that, paid that, paid that, paid. I'm just marking those off because they'll be autos drafts. I already have the money in the account for them. Sure. What else do we have? Okay, here is my budget. Okay, so Atmos was actually $51.10. Netflix is always $18. iTunes is always $1. Suddenlink was $131.89. Simply Gilded is $46. Verizon was $344. And I haven't spent anything else for this stuff. Not yet. Not yet. So okay, so my first through my 7th. I didn't do a line underneath that. Let me do that real quick. Let me do that. Really? Man, I was like, I just had a ruler over here. I know I did. Alright, this is just an Erin Condren ruler that came in one of the sub boxes. And this is also, this was in the last sub box. Seasonal surprise box. It is one of those interchangeable. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay. So, I don't know why I did that, sorry. My food budget, I always do, oh, I have 500, right? I probably should know that, but I don't. Food, 500. Because I do 400 for groceries and 100 for eating out. And I just put it all together because it's all food. So, I do 250 and 250. So, 250 is my budget. Gas, I do 200, so I do 100, and then I do 100 here. So is how I've been doing it is, this is my first 2 weeks because I get paid bi-weekly, and actually this week went with the rest of that last week because I got paid on the 8th, so it's actually these 2 weeks. Did I get paid on the 22nd? No, I did get paid on the 22nd. So actually this week would have been the rest of this other week. Yeah. So this one is actually 250 and 200. Oh, no, 100. Love these pins. And 50 and 0. And that'll start it fresh. So, you know what? I did it. I did this a little bit off, is what happened. Because I should have put like what was remaining. We'll put that right here though. So at the end of that last week for food, I had 177.66. Gas, I had $75. Entertainment, I had $20. Personal, I had negative $47.49. And unbudgeted, 0. I hadn't used any. So I'm gonna do this one in a different color because it's a negative. Let's see, negative 47.49. Okay, then, oh, I already started out in the negative. And then I had to, ooh, I did not do good. Okay, so we're gonna look at this calendar. Okay, so this one goes from the 1st to the 7th. So for food, we did $66.40. Gas, we did 26. Yeah, because the next time I got gas was on yesterday the 9th. Okay, so entertainment, I know I didn't do anything. 0. Personal, ew, I just, 22 plus 30 plus 30 equals $82. Yikes. 82. Oh, wrong one. Oh, that had to be with my blue marker. That was with my blue pen, not this one. Oops. So I do know on unbudgeted, I did have Grove marked as unbudgeted, but I do build Grove into my budget, but this was just for, we'll go ahead and put it, because this was for like that one fee that they do, $20. So, and as what'll happen, because I don't use cash right now. What I left there was basically went to my personal. I just really got to rein in that spending. Whew. 111.26. 75 minus 26, 49. 20. 47.49 minus 82 equals, nope. Ooh. And then unbudgeted was for 20. Okay. So, yeah. And then we'll just mark all these out and then go from there. Yeah, that's crazy. That is super duper crazy. Okay, my sinking funds. I don't think I filmed this. Okay, so on the 5th, which was, what day was that? Okay, so on the 5th, I went in and put money in my sinking funds. So this is like from that stimulus check and just some stuff. If you didn't watch my last one, I actually had like cash envelopes at my house that I had money in. And so I took all this money out and I deposited it in my checking account. And then I moved it over to my savings and went from there. And then I went and kind of split some stuff up. So I have my sinking funds are emergency fund, car maintenance, Christmas, home, planners, school, and vacation. So in my emergency fund, I put $500 or 504. No, 539. No, 504. Good grief. And I already had 539 in there. So that brought me up to 1,043. So now I have my $1,000 emergency fund. I do still plan on bringing that up a little. So on this one is my car maintenance. I had $40 that I already had in there, and I added 196. So now in my car maintenance, I have $236. I didn't date that. I don't know why I didn't date that. So that is my black. Oh, I know why. Because is what I did is I just brought that balance down. So like this balance will be 236. And this balance, oh, that one's green. Of course, it's a different color. Is 1,043. Okay. This one is 5-5, and that balance is 261. Okay, Christmas. I don't spend a whole lot on Christmas stuff. My kids are older, so I typically, now I do have some other stuff, and I do still plan on, of course, putting more money in there too. So on this one, I added, this one had 65, I added 196, so we have 261. So our next one is home. This is stuff if I need anything at home, lawnmower, furniture, something breaks, whatever happens. So I had $56, I added 196, so I have 252. And the reason I do this is because my savings account doesn't let me do like categories, like subcategories or folders to name them. So this is why I track it here. So this is for planners because it's, yeah, planners / Etsy. Because I am opening back up my Etsy shop. What? Yep. So this one had 0. I put 196 in there, so it has 196. Now, don't get me wrong. If I need that for something else, you bet your tail I'm going to use it for something else. It's not like anything like that. Okay, this one is school. This will be for school clothes. We always have to pay a deposit for my kids' laptops, and those are like $55 each. We have to pay pictures, just all the stuff that adds up with school. So my daughter is graduating next year, so cap, gown, all the goodies. And as you just saw, I just had to pay $110 for her Letterman jacket. I actually had that, so I didn't dip into this. So we started with 80. I added 196, so we have 276. Vacation. This one gets to build up because we ain't fixing to go nowhere. We started with 120. I added 196. We have 316 in there, and that's it. So that shows how I actually do my sinking funds. Just to show, if you don't have a way to track it through your bank, like mine doesn't. And I didn't want to open up a whole nother account. This one is easy. I can transfer from my checking to my savings however often I want, and vice versa. So if I'm out somewhere and I have to get something for Christmas and whatever, I can transfer that money right then and there, grab it, and then go. Or emergency fund. Say I sliced a tire. Any little thing. So I can use my car maintenance to do that. Little quick stuff, because I've actually had that happen on a Friday afternoon. I drive my kids. My kid's dad lives 4 hours away. So we meet halfway. So that's about 2 hours drive time there and 2 hours back. So that's a 4-hour drive I make every other weekend. That's a lot on my car. So one time I was going and I got maybe 45 minutes away, and my tire, I'd hit something and it sliced my tire. It was after hours and I was frantic trying to find somebody to fix my tire. And luckily I had money to where I could be like, okay, let me transfer this money and pay for this tire right now. Because that's an extra like $200-300 that you're not, you really need an emergency fund for that stuff. It's scary. And what I drive now, I drive a truck. So if I mess up one of those tires, it's a little more expensive than what it was when I drove my car. So just little things to think about and prepare, especially in this economy right now. Sorry, getting up on my soapbox. I'm grateful that I had already been putting money away to where we're okay. Like, we're not, it's very stressful because, as you know, I gotta pay. We got our hours, all of our overtime got taken away. So there was an extra 10 to 15 extra hours I was getting at work because we wouldn't clock out for lunch. We just didn't have to. And there were times I would work late. But now Old's down, so we're not doing anything. So granted, I wouldn't be getting overtime really anyways. So to cut cost, all of our OT was cut out for all of our yard. Then on top of that, we got a pay cut. Everybody did, from secretaries to managers to CEOs, operators, like everybody got pay cuts. Well, that's a huge thing in my checks. I am down probably $600-700, I guess, after all that. Yeah, that's big. I mean, that's part of a house payment. That's a few bills. So am so grateful that, one, my ex does help pay for stuff. We are not together anymore, but he does still contribute to like the rent and stuff like that. So that's what has saved me, to where I'm able to put money up. And I am grateful for that. So grateful. But anyways, whatever. Y'all get it. Y'all don't want to hear me babble on. But I just wanted to go with you for my monthly budget. No, my weekly budget. Anyways, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.